You're in the zone, the superhero zone. Cue intro. Hello, and welcome to Superheroes 101. My name's Xavier, and I'll be your host. So in today's video, we're finally going to be talking about Miraculous Ladybug Season 4 on this channel. I'm going to review all the episodes that came out, but today we're going to review the first episode, which is called Truth. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. So this episode starts off with an amazing new theme song, which is not really new because I watched the French dub and it was sang by the French girl who sang a version of it like a little while ago. And she also sang the English version for our English dub when we finally get it in the fall. Anyway, I watched the French dub and I really liked her version of the song. And I also like at the end of the theme song, we get like dark silhouettes of what all of the Miraculous heroes are going to look like. And it looks like a lot of them are going to be returning and a couple of them are going to be swapped. So now the actual episode starts with Gabriel fixing the Peacock Miraculous, basically where we left off in Season 3. Now, we all know that at the end of Season 3, Natalie was able to get the deciphered version of the Miraculous Grimoire that has all of the powers that are necessary for Miraculous when they were attacking Master Fu. And ultimately had to give up his memory and give the guardianship to Ladybug. But we know that he has a deciphered version of this grimoire and now he's using it to fix the Peacock Miraculous. And this really begs the question, is Hawkmoth going to get an aqua transformation, a space transformation, a fire transformation, an ice transformation, or like any other powers like Ladybug and Cat Noir? Because also in this episode we also get Marinette trying to figure out the grimoire because she doesn't know how to decipher the grimoire properly, and neither do the Kwamis because they're not allowed to know, just in case they get captured by somebody evil. They can't tell them the supplies that they need to make the ingredients, which makes a lot of sense. But anyway, back to Gabriel. We know that he has a grimoire anyway, and then he puts like a magical liquid that he created and into the Peacock Miraculous and says, "Miraculous, heal yourself." And then it fixes itself, and then Dusu, the Peacock Kwami, comes out of the Miraculous and then hugs Nuru and is like, "Oh my gosh, I'm glad to be out of there. It was like a dark nightmare that never ended." And then after that, Hawkmoth does his transformation into Shadow Moth. And can I just say that I do not like Shadow Moth's costume, but for the record, I don't like Hawkmoth's costume. So when they fused together, he looked ridiculous. He really did. He just had a fan and a cane. Like, I don't understand how a fan is useful in battle anyway, but somehow Mayuri pulled it off, and plus Mayuri's outfit looked better. But anyway, after this, we go to Marinette's house where she's studying, trying to get a better understanding of the Miracle Box, because as we know, she hasn't gotten formal training. Master Fu started training her, but she doesn't know basic things that she should know as the Guardian. But as she's doing that, she finds a button on top of the Miraculous Box. She presses it, and all the Kwamis are released, and they start a ruckus around her room. They call Luca, they call her friends, and then all of a sudden, she actually gets another call from Luca telling her that she has a date with him and that he was downstairs in her house just waiting for her to come down. So as we know, clumsy Marinette forgot. She rushes to go get ready and get her stuff, and then she rushes down the stairs with her Kwami still in her room, and then she and Luca goes to the movies. As they're going to the movies for their date, they're doing Jagged Stone trivia, which I thought was really cool because they're both really big super fans of Jagged Stone, and I like that bit of continuity that shows that Miraculous is growing besides the crappy writing of the past. And yeah, they're really just questioning each other about Jagged Stone, and which will play more into this episode later on. But anyway, they get into the movies, and then the movie is about to start, and then they hear an akumatized villain. So Marinette makes a lame excuse to get out and go become Ladybug and stop the akumatized villain, which is Mr. Pigeon again. I am so tired of Mr. Pigeon becoming akumatized. He becomes akumatized way too much for defending pigeons. Like, if the sign says, do not feed the pigeons, what does Mr. Ramier do? He feeds the pigeons and then he gets in trouble with the cops. Like, seriously, just stop feeding the pigeons and you won't have any problems. But there are rumors that said he's gonna become Mr. Rat in the future, and that's worse. But anyway, Ladybug at this point, because she transforms into Ladybug. Ladybug and Cat Noir go to stop Mr. Pigeon. Then by the time Ladybug gets back and turns back into Marinette, she comes to the end of the movie, and then Luca is kind of upset, but he gets over it because Marinette lies and tells him that there was a long line for the bathroom. Marinette, sweetie, there isn't that long of a line for the bathroom because people have movies to see. They don't wait that long to go to the bathroom. I'm just saying. That was a lame excuse. I kind of came up with a better lie. Just saying. Like, always, a better lie would be, I had indigestion. Nobody asks any follow-up questions after that. But anyway, after that, Marinette and Luca leave the movie theater, and then the episode continues with Marinette having to go save the world and leave Luca on their dates, which eventually will drive Luca into getting akumatized. So after they show a montage of every time Marinette had to go save the world as Ladybug and Luca being sad, it shows the last one where Marinette was late for Luca's band date, because they're in a band. I forget the name. Is it called Unikitty? I forgot their name, where Rose is literally screaming into the mic. But yeah, she's late to that and Luca seems upset. Then after they finish rehearsing, Luca pulls Marinette to the side and takes her to a quiet place and basically asks her to tell him what her secrets are, because he doesn't like to be lied to, and as we know, Luca tells the truth all the time. He's really one of the more pure characters of Miraculous, and he lets Marinette know this is where he used to come because he would be angry that his mother wouldn't tell him who his father was. And I'm like, this just got deep real fast. And yeah, so Marinette eventually tells Luca that she cannot tell him her secrets, which literally shatters his heart. We see a animation of his heart literally becoming shattered, and then he gets akumatized, and then he resists it enough to tell Marinette to run. So when Marinette runs, she turns into Ladybug to stop Truth. And then Shadow Moth akumatizes him and gives him a sentient monster in order to, freeze people and tell them the truth. His power is he shoots like little white pellets or power balls out of his hands, and then if it hits you and he asks you a question, you have to tell the truth, and his sentient monster puts a beam on you and you freeze, and it really gets you to tell the truth. So after Luca gets akumatized, he goes to the boat where he lives and asks Alya, catches her in the beam and puts his truth power on her and asks her to tell him what Marinette's secret is, and she says she's in love with Adrian Agreste. And then he asks another person, she's in love with Adrian Agreste, and he's like, well, I know that, I want to know her other secrets. Then before he leaves, Ladybug intervenes and tries to stop him, but she gets caught in his truth power, and he asks her, Ladybug, what is your secret identity? And she goes, I am, but luckily Cat Noir knocks her out of the ship into the water to protect her secret identity. But before he leaves the boat, he asks his mother, who is my father? And she goes, Jagged Stone. And I'm like, what? I didn't suspect that. I kind of figured that that's where they were going, because Juleka and Luca have like colored hair, and so does Jagged, so I kind of assumed, but I didn't really think that was the case, but it was. And I'm like, So Truth goes to Jagged Stone and basically says to Jagged, I am Luca, am I your son? And he goes, yes. And then Luca asks Jagged, why didn't you stay? Why didn't you stay? And he's like, I thought raising a family was lame. And I'm like, you left Luca's mother to go become a famous pop star. Or, not pop star. Ooh. People in the Miraculous fandom are going to get mad at me for that. I meant rock star. And then Luca gets angry and leaves and goes to Marinette's house to find Marinette to get her to tell him his secrets. So after he goes to Marinette's house, he can't find her, so he's looking around her room to find something that will tell him her secret. But luckily, Ladybug and Cat Noir intervened because Luca was about to open a drawer with the Miraculous box in it, and they stop him. And then, you know, Ladybug goes, time to de-evilize, Lucky Charm, blah blah blah, and then changes him back to Luca, and then at the end of this, Luca and Marinette break up, which is very, very sad. But they broke up, and we've only seen them dating for like 2 episodes if you include the finale of season 3, which is kind of sad. So Marinette goes back home, and then all the Kwamis give her a hug, and then the episode ends there. I really like this episode because it really shows how good Miraculous writing can be. And when they said that every episode was going to be like Cat Blanc, they weren't kidding. Now, I wouldn't say that it was exactly like Cat Blanc, but it was close. And I really enjoyed it. And on the Superheroes 101 rating scale of superhero things, I give it a 5 out of 5 because it was really good and a good fresh start to get into Miraculous Season 4. So, you guys, leave in the comments what you thought about this episode and if you liked it or not. And if you didn't, tell me why you didn't like it. Did you hate it? Did you love it? Leave it in the comments because I want to know. And also, you guys, before I end this video, I have a new posting schedule. It's Mondays and Fridays, except for this week because it was a regular work week. So I posted a video on Wednesday. You should go check it out. It was a WandaVision series review. Next week is the Falcon and the Winter Soldier series review. So you guys to go check it out if you're interested. And I'm going to be reviewing more of the Miraculous episodes that already came out. I'm going to be reviewing Power Rangers Dino Fury episodes 1 through 8. And yeah. I'm really excited for the rest of Miraculous Ladybug Season 4. We're already confirmed for Season 5, 6, and 7, which is really cool, and I can't wait to see what they do with this. But, as I said before, leave in the comments your favorite part of this episode and this video. And if you want more content from me, you're going to have to wait till my next video. Bye, guys. Hey, guys, it's Future Editing Xavier here. And one thing I forgot to say in the video is, if you want more updates and when I'm going to post a video, when I'm going to go live or premiere, make sure you go check out my TikTok. I also post funny superhero-related content on there, too. So make sure to go check out my TikTok. It's at Xavier.lee6. And, yeah, I hope to see you there. And now, if you want more content from me, you're going to have to wait until my next video. Bye, guys.